Hey there YouTube, Harbour69 here, and it's the first video of 2017, so I thought I'd do an unboxing video. Now before we get on to this is not a paid video. It's not endorsed, it's not sponsored, it's not anything. This is something that I've had my eye on for a bit of time now, and I thought I would buy with my own cash. So, let's have a look. Yep, Star Wars BB-8. It's the Sphero BB-8 battle damaged special edition that comes with the Force wristband there. Like I said, I've had my eye on this for a while. I didn't realise until I started looking that you could buy it that came with the wristband and with the battle damage on BB-8, and I quite like this one. I thought it looked fantastic. Anyway, tells you a bit on the box there that you can control the droid using the Force through the wristband. There's combat training modes, there's augmented reality that you can hunt for holocrons in the real world using the Force band, and some other bits and pieces. On the other side, it tells you authentic movement, listens and responds to voice commands. A little bit misleading, the Sphero doesn't actually have a microphone or a speaker built in, it's all done through the mobile app. Same with the holographic communications, and then there's the autonomous behaviour. And on the back you can see BB-8 sat in the charging dock with the Force band beside it. So let's have a look at unboxing this little beauty. So here we have Sphero BB-8 Special Edition with battle damage. So when you open the box, you are presented with a little quick start guide, which on the flip side has how to connect the Force band for charging, the station, how to connect BB-8's head and put him on the charging station, and also tells you to download the app for the Force band. Now unfortunately the picture's bled out a little bit, but in here is actually a picture of the Force band. So let's see what we have underneath. And there we go. So we'll put that on that side. So we have the Force band at the bottom and a lovely metal box for the Sphero BB-8 Special Edition. The Force band, lift that out. Lift BB-8 out of this box. And we'll get rid of these two. So there we are. The Force band and BB-8. So to get the Force band out, simply lift up. It has a magnetic clasp on that side, and the Force band simply comes off and clips back on. It's adjustable with the Velcro, and just slide it down, re-Velcro it shut, so it'll fit most size wrists. Now, on the side of the Force band, there's a little USB slot underneath there. If the camera will focus. Come on. Not going to focus very well. There's a USB port just there. And to turn the Force band on or off, you simply press the middle button. There we go.
Choose your activity. Control your droid. Combat training. Force awareness. Put your band to sleep. Control your droid.
So obviously control your droid.
Combat training.
This is what my Ben loves.
Your combat training has begun.
So every time the band moves, he has so much fun chasing me around the house pretending to shoot me. Lovely child.
Choose your activity.
A 2-second press and you can change the activities.
Control your droid. Combat training. Force awareness.
And this one,
Clear your mind. Be patient until you feel a disturbance in the Force.
so this one, while you're walking around outside, as the disturbance in the Force is felt, which is basically a search for a holocron, the wristband itself vibrates, and you basically move the wristband about in the real world. It tells you to put your hand out in front of you and turn in a circle, and eventually it'll vibrate rapidly, you then pull your hand towards you and it pulls the holocron in. Then you have to rotate your hand with the wristband on to unlock the actual holocron, which unlocks more things for combat training. You can unlock different blasters, TIE fighter sounds, lightsaber sounds, and other bits and pieces. But we'll come more to the band later on.
Choose your activity. Control your droid. Combat training. Force aware.
Put your band to sleep.
If you leave it 2 seconds,
Powering down.
it turns off. Right, what else have we got? There is a little drawer, a little something. This has the Sphero instructions. Oh. And it actually comes with 2 USB leads. One for the Force Band watch and one for Sphero itself, the charging station. So that's quite nice that you get the 2 USB leads with it. Let's move some of these boxes out of the way. And the instructions. Yeah, it looks more like, yeah. It's just legal bump. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There's nothing else in there. Right, let's have a look inside the metal box. When you open it up, there is BB-8 in very, very dense form, which is great for keeping it safe and storing it or transporting it around. This is very, very well packaged. And to get the charging station out, simply pull. They are very, very snug fits. There we are. Comes with a plastic cap. Don't need that, so we'll remove that. And there we have the battle damaged charging station. And this has obviously the Star Wars logo, and round the back, just here, a micro USB port for charging it. Now it's inductive charging, so you just drop BB-8 on and it starts charging straight away. We'll have a look at that when it's plugged in. Next, BB-8. The head is held on via magnets. So when you take it out of here, 9 times out of 10 the head stays behind. Let's see. And it's very, very tight to get out. There we go, its head's left behind. He's headless. If you just bring it up to it, there we go. It's magnetised and it's held on again. So there's nothing else inside the box. I'll move that to one side. And there is BB-8. Now, the same as other Sphero devices, inside here is where all the gubbins are. The head is purely aesthetics. There's just 2 plastic wheels and nothing else. However, the magnets are quite strong, as they do hold the Sphero ball up by purely just holding the head. And like I said, to charge BB-8, drop them on and that will start charging. Now, one thing I didn't realise when I first got this, get BB-8 to stand still, is on the side of the charging dock is a little button. If you press that while BB-8 is on here charging, he will animate. He will move his head around as though he's looking in the world, and his body will judder and move while on the charging station. It's quite cool and it gives you a bit of something interesting to look at. Also, there's 3 LEDs at the front here which will blink while he is charging. Now, the first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to get your mobile phone and download the Sphero app. So there are 2 apps to download. There is the Sphero BB-8 and there is the Force Band app. These are both, all I did was go to the Google Play Store, type in BB-8, and these are the top 2 searches. I can get this zoomed in a bit to show you. Yeah, so there you can see the Sphero BB-8 app and the Force Band app. Both look pretty cool. So we'll launch the Sphero BB-8. And there you are, greeted with the Star Wars music. There we are, it connects to your BB-8 device. You'll see him light up. And there we are, BB-8 is alive. So, the first time that you fire up the the app here, it will do an update on BB-8. Now this does take a long time, so please be prepared for that. Once you're inside the app, you've got control of the BB-8, you can record messages, you can send him off patrolling by himself. You can do draw and drive, where you draw on the screen and BB-8 will trace that route in the real world. So then there's Watch With Me, where you can explore the Star Wars universe with BB-8. There's the Force Band options, and then there are settings. You'll probably want to jump straight in with drive. And you are presented with a basic control set. This navigates BB-8 like a standard joystick. The first thing you want... Sorry, every time you say his name it goes into audio mode. So the first thing you want to do is make sure the blue light is facing you by altering this. And there's a little blue light inside the droid there, you can just see it moving around. Make sure that's facing you, and then you can take control of the droid, and where you push forward he will then move forward. There are other modes. By pressing that, you can have BB-8, turn the volume up because all the sound comes through the phone. He says yes. He says no. That sends him skittling off in a direction. That puts him into turbo speed and sends him flying. Whoops. That makes him run in a square, in a figure of 8. I think that one's shoots off. No idea what that does. And there are some other ones. Let's have a look. And wobble. So there's some quite fun things you can do with him. And then the other thing you can do is adjust the override of speed, of how fast he will move when you're taking control of the droid itself. Stop it. It has a mind of its own, this thing. That gives you a temporary boost of speed. I have no idea, let's see. Right, that puts him into reverse. So that puts it into reverse mode. Come out with that. Messages. Uses augmented reality. It searches for the droid on the screen and displays one of either preset messages, or you can record your own. Then you get the screen, you line your droid up inside there.
This is a calamity. I have never needed your assistance more than at this moment. Ah!
So you can do various augmented reality modes. Whoops. It's very skittish, the app. That sets in patrol, and like I said, draw and drive. Gives you a blank screen. We'll just hold BB-8 for now. Oh, I said his name again. And you basically just draw a pattern. Oh, and he's trying to roll off. Yeah, he got stuck because I stopped him rolling. He thinks he's hit a wall. He does have some... Nope, he doesn't want to face the camera. He's being stubborn. Nope, he's being stubborn. So that's draw and drive. Skip that. And then the force band. Gives you a bit of an advert. I've already downloaded the app. I'm a bit annoyed at this. I would have thought that if you've got the app downloaded, this would have launched straight into the app, but it doesn't. So what we'll do, we will quit out of this. Come on. There we go. And we'll launch the force band. So there you go. It shows you there's a right and a wrong way to wear it. The correct way is with the USB pointing down your wrist. So if I was to wear that on my wrist here, it would be that way around. Turn it on.
Choose your activity.
There we go, that's connected to the force band. And again you get the Star Wars music. Turn that down a bit. Right, camera's not picking this up very well. So you've got Force Training, Holocron Vault, Armory and the settings. So if you go into Force Training, there we are. There is a story you can go through with the band controlling BB-8 on the actual screen itself. That is Escape from one of the Rath-Tars, which you've seen in the Force Awakens film. The Holocron tutorial, there's Control the Droid with the Force Band itself and a help screen. What the bairn likes is the Armory. So it tells you there, you can put your finger out and you can shoot. What you can do is, we've unlocked a couple of things. There's we've unlocked 2 of 9 so far. There's a blaster or the TIE fighter. So to fire you pull your arm back, and to turn you move left and right. So we have, oh. So now, why is this not working? So come on. Oh, like I say, for blasters it's purely just tilt it and it shoots. The bairn loves that one. And lastly there's the Holocron Vault. And this shows you what you've unlocked in the world. So we've unlocked a couple of things. The nice thing is if you click on one of them, it does give you, that's Jakku. Oops. Give it a second. Come on. It should give me information. Why is it not? There we are. And it gives you some trivia. So it's camera focused. Oops. There you go. Here's a little bit of information on Jakku. And lastly, settings for the band. So you can choose the volume for the band, sound effects, music, subtitles, and you can control devices with if that then as well at the bottom. This one here. So if you do have smart home devices, you can use this band to control smart home devices. I haven't really looked into it myself. It's something I do need to look into, but...
Choose your activity. Control your droid.
So if you do control your droid...
Hold your force band near your droid to connect. Your droid is connected. With your arm level to the ground, rotate your wrist until the blue light points towards you and press the button.
Let's rotate in the light round.
You're ready to control your droid. Force push to begin.
So if I was to force push, I would send BB-8 running forwards. Right, so we'll have a look at using BB-8 with the force band, and I'll show you me controlling it using the force. I'll warn you now, I'm a Padawan, my driving skills are atrocious, this is going to crash a lot. but you'll see what happens. So we'll put BB-8 down. You simply put the force band on your wrist. As I said before, it's magnetic. Offer it up and it clasps in. So we press and hold the button for a couple of seconds. It turns on.
Choose your activity.
So we'll choose.
Control your droid.
And we'll wait a second.
Hold your force band near your droid.
So we
to
hold.
connect. Connecting.
Beside the droid. There he lights up.
Your droid is connected. With your arm level to the ground, rotate your wrist
So
until
there's-
the blue light points towards you and press the button.
There's the blue light. And we'll put BB-8 down and the blue light has to face me. Then you press the centre button once it's done. So we'll get that set up and
You are ready to control your droid. Force push to begin.
so then we force push to begin and we're all ready to go. So we'll get ready to force push. And we twist the hand round to bring BB-8. Remember, the controls are reversed on the way back. I have no idea why I hold my fingers like this. Just more authentic. Whoops. Oh, wrong way. Come on back, come on back. Wrong way. So we've lost BB-8. There he comes. We'll run him into the box. You get a little clang sound. Push him back out, round the box. And we'll bring him to a stop. Just bring your arm straight down, he comes to a stop. To bring him back, there he goes facing me, and then we just pull, and twist. Bring your arm straight down, and that then powers him off. So now if you can see him moving his head as I move my arm across. And that's the essentials of using the force to control BB-8. Although I do love doing that with a gyroscope. It's wicked. So we'll send BB-8 on his way. So there we are, a quick look at the Sphero BB-8 Battle Damage Special Edition. I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you found it interesting and of maybe some use if you're interested in purchasing this yourself. It's great fun, it's entertaining, my son loves it to pieces. He's been learning to control BB-8 with the force band. It's a bit tricky to start with, but he's getting the hang of it at least. So anyway, if you can do me a favour, mash that thumbs up button or the thumbs down button and leave me some comments below and let me know what you thought of the video. And also if you can do me a favour, there's a subscribe box down here. If you can subscribe to the channel, it helps out immensely. Until next time, see you then.